man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties, or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinion.
All right. So what's up, family? It's your girl Samantha Lee, and y'all, I am here to do yet another reaction video in my series called I've Got Something to Say. I got something to say. She got something to say. Who got something to say? Sam got something to say. Hey! Anyway, what's up, everybody? So today, as you know, something has come across my social media feed, and I felt the need to respond to it. So I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it right here live for y'all. But before I do, I want to give you guys 3 things that I want you to just be thinking about, okay? Number 1 is to think about hitting the subscribe button, okay? Be a part of our fast-growing Game Changer Nation, y'all. We are back rolling. We are moving. We are going. And we're at like 368,000 as we speak subscriber count. And y'all, I just see this going and growing and going and growing, and I want you guys to be a part of it. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It is for free. Second thing is hit that notification bell because I'll be going live. I post content almost daily, and I don't want you to miss a thing. I don't want you to miss a live. I don't want you to miss a piece of content. I want to hear from you. Okay, I do. Last thing is that I have an ebook, a new one that I'm really, really excited about. I want you guys to go ahead. Somewhere in these comments, you'll be able to click a link and you'll be able to fill it out and you'll get access to my free ebook, my gift from me to you. And so go ahead, hit that button and get the ebook and tell me what you think about it. All right. So all that's said and done, we can get into the meat of the message. Now, this is a video that I saw where a young lady was talking about how she don't trust men that don't have female friends. Now, this is a new one for me, family. So you know I had to see it all the way through. And so we're going to watch it together, okay? This is another video where I did not watch it all the way through. I did not. My mama called me. I couldn't watch it all the way through. So we just going to do it live. Y'all just going to watch me react, which is really dangerous, but it's okay. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, okay?
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo.
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories: your mother or your aunties, or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinion.
All right. So, okay. I do think that there is wisdom in getting other female perspectives in your life. I think that is helpful. I don't think that men know what women are thinking in certain ways. I know I've helped some men coaching wise understand women. I know with my brothers is the same thing, you know, just whether it be coaching clients, whether it be my brother or my brothers. I do feel that there is a certain level of, you need another woman to be able to speak to what women are thinking, feeling, saying, just having different perspectives and valuing their perspectives outside of wanting to sleep with them. I do understand that. However, I think it's very hard today with just the way that everything is. I feel like there's a lot of media that kind of tears us apart, makes it hard for men to trust women and women to trust men. And so it makes it hard for this to happen in the same way. You know, it makes it hard. We make it sound like men and women just can't be platonic friends. I don't believe that. I have a male best friend I've had for years, and there's never been anything between us. Just my male best friend. We don't talk every day. We don't even talk every week, but he's basically family to me. You know, he's married, he's got kids, and it's never been anything inappropriate ever. And so it's just, you know, I don't know. I think that there's, I don't know, y'all. It depends on the person. I'm not going to say that I'm just not going to deal with no man that doesn't have any female input or any female friends. I mean, if you got sisters, I'm going to count that. I mean, you got a friend that's blood related to you. That's cool. You got cousins. Do they have to be friends? Can they be family? I wouldn't go as far as to say, like, I won't talk to you or date you or you can't get with me because you ain't got no female friends. Like, no, if they got female family members that they trust, that's cool. Like, I look more, y'all are looking at the wrong things. That's really, let me get to the nitty gritty. Y'all looking at the wrong things. Does a man have a good relationship with his mama? That's really where we need to start. What was the relationship like with the mom? Because that's going to tell you everything you need to know. Real talk. If the man has a good relationship with his mom, it's a good sign. If he does not, and he's done no work in that area, that's not a good sign. I'm just being honest. It's the same thing with women, daddy issues. A woman has a good relationship with her dad, that's a good sign. Woman doesn't have a good relationship with her dad, that's a bad sign. It all plays a role in how people conduct themselves with women. I think we're focused on things that, like a friendship. What is that going to do? That doesn't, no. It's the family. It's the mama. It's the first relationship with a woman he's ever had. That's the relationship you got to ask about. Not if you got female friends. That don't mean, what does that mean? Okay, let's keep rolling.
From other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't do it.
I agree with that. I don't know why that's, I mean, here's the thing. I've always kind of respected the perspectives of the people that I was with as far as like male friendships. But women and men can be platonic friends. I mean, it is possible. It's not like everybody's sleeping with each other. Like, I do agree with that. I don't like how today's society makes it seem like if you have a male best friend, that means y'all sleeping together privately. That's never been the case. In my situation, never has been the case. I know other situations it's been always platonic. I don't see why we make it seem like it's just absolutely impossible to have a female friend and it's platonic. I can see if it at times it can be hard and you do have to watch certain things. You do. I mean, I'm not saying you don't, but I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible. So anyway, let's keep moving.
And I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner, you can't be around women. Because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? Mm-hmm. That I can't trust you to be around women.
That's valid.
That's
valid. She's listen. Listen, that is a valid point. That's a valid point. What does that say about me if I feel like, listen, you with me, you can't be around no other estrogen? That means I don't trust you or I don't trust me. I put out a post recently where it says that how people treat you is really more of an indication of how they feel about themselves than they do about you. So if I'm acting like I can't trust you, that might mean that I can't trust me. And that's how you got to think. If somebody is in your life and they don't feel like they can trust you around no other woman or no other man, they can't trust themselves around somebody of the opposite sex or somebody that they're attracted to. They can't trust themselves, so they don't trust you. So to her point, in that same line of thinking, yeah, like I should be able to trust you around women and know that you're not going to compromise what we got going on because you're around women. I gotta be able to know that you're able to conduct relationships with women in a platonic fashion, because that's going to be inevitable. Y'all, we live in a world where women and men work together, things like that. And yes, inappropriate things do happen, but we can't let our insecurities drive the car. We can't let our insecurities, keep our partners suffocated and unable to live a quality life or a life that is enjoyable to them because we're insecure and we've been hurt before.
That says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control.
Not who my choice and who I'm with. No. I see where you were going, but that's not what that means. It's more about how I feel about myself, because again, we really do make a lot of things about ourselves. I know when somebody, like, just as a thing about me, there's times where in my past, if someone didn't text me back and be like, oh, there's something I said, something I did, something you talk to the person like, oh, I was just busy. People are in their own world. Everybody's in their own world. It's not about what you said, didn't say, what you did, what you didn't do. It's like, I'm living life just like you're living life. And I'm in my head just like you're in your head. So it's like, it's more of a reflection of my relationship with self and what I got going on with me if I'm extremely controlling about you, because it just shows that I feel out of control in my life. So I want to make everything within my control in my life and yours to feel like I'm in control, to have the semblance or the illusion of control. It's not about, I think we're making it about us when it's not about us. When people make decisions, it's really a reflection of them. When people treat you poorly, it's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. When they treat you well, there's a reflection of how they feel about themselves. The Bible says, I love because he first loved me, right? But it also says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. I can't love other people well if I don't love myself well. So if I don't have a good relationship with myself, I can't love you or have a good relationship with you, period. And therefore, I'm going to have these trust issues. I'm going to have these insecurities because I do not have a good relationship with self. Let's move forward.
Or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
Mm-hmm. Let me move that back a little bit so I can understand context. Let me go back.
Around women that, like, platonically,
mm-hmm.
I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
Unless they feel inappropriate. So that there's a line here that we're not talking about. There's a middle ground. It's not a all one way, all the other way. Like, because there are relationships and situations that are inappropriate to have while you are in a relationship with someone. That does occur. That does happen. There are people that are friends with their exes. I don't think that's, I mean, unless you have, children with them and you want to have a cool relationship, that's amazing. But having relationships or friendship with your exes, I have an issue with that. I'm sorry, that's gonna be a problem. Unless, like I said, y'all have children together, y'all have a good relationship. I'm never gonna have a problem with that. That's great. But if you just friends with your ex, you just kiki calling, hanging out with your ex, oh no, that's not. I'm not okay with that. There's certain areas where I feel like that's inappropriate, and there's certain areas where I feel like it's okay. So I think it's a case-by-case basis, but I think that men and women should be able to have platonic friendships. Absolutely. I do think that men should have other people in their ear outside of the men in their life or their friends or their homeboys. Like that's the blind leading them. I mean, some men know what's going on, but I say this all the time, y'all. I speak to women because I'm a woman. I can tell you about women. And a man can speak to men because a man knows a man. But a man can't tell you about a woman better than a woman can. And vice versa. So I totally agree with the thought process of having somebody in your life outside of, the guys that you hang around to bounce off different conundrums that you may have with women, for sure. If you cool with me, you already know. I'm gonna give you advice. I'm gonna tell you the game or what I know. But I do think that there's so much value in that because, again, we, like A woman knows a woman, a man knows man. It just is what it is. So anyway, y'all, that's my thought process here. I don't think it's a gigantic red flag. I do think that if they have a trusted female in their life, some men, like, I'm really close to my brothers. My younger brother, really. I'm very close to my younger brother. And so I'm always going to put my brother on game. And he don't need another female friend. I don't even think he has another female friend. It's me. It's his sister. I'm his blood relative, and you can trust that is what we are, and that's what it is. And, you know, I think that that's very valuable for him to have a different perspective from me. But I'm not his friend. I'm his sister. So, like, if you have a female friendship or they have a good relationship with somebody that may be a cousin, a sister, they don't need a female friend. They got family. Okay. Another part that I have to say here in closing out, that we're talking about them having female friendships. I get that. But a man who has a good relationship with his mother is very, very important. That supersedes all of that. That is the red flag. Him not having female friends when he can have a sister or a cousin or other people that he trusts in his family, that's not a red flag. The red flag is, do you have a good relationship with your mom? Do you have a good relationship with your dad? But those are things that you have to, those are the questions that need to be asked. Those are the red flags. Not if you got male friends or female friends. That is not a red flag. Not in my opinion. I see where they're going. I understand what they're saying. But really, ladies, if you want me to keep it 100 with you, you are focusing on the wrong thing. Those are not red flags. Does he have a good relationship with his mama? How does he treat his mama? That is what you need to be paying attention to. Period. Okay? And men, same thing. Does she have a good relationship with her mom? Does she have a good relationship with her dad? Those primary relationships are very important. And they pattern the relationships that we have moving forward. They influence our decision making and who we decide to be with and who we don't decide to be with, how we show up in the relationship. It is all predetermined and can be heavily influenced by the relationship we have with our parents. So pay attention, family. That's the red flag. The girl told you, man. I put y'all on game here on Game Changer Nation. Y'all know what it is. Anyway, family, I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. I will see you Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live. So please join me. Y'all can see me live and doing what I do here on a forum where I like going live with y'all. I like having the conversation, I like having these dialogues. Otherwise than that, I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Again, hit the like button, download the ebook. Yeah, family, all of that. All the above. Y'all know what it is. Subscribe, like, comment, share, ebook. Love y'all. Bye-bye. I'll talk to y'all later. Hey guys, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Let's not just be every once in a while. Let's become family, okay? Friends that are family, okay? Join my family today.